Hello everyone, this is Azrael, and we are back again. I told you we were going to talk about Flux, so we're back talking about Flux. I am going to go back to mining Ravencoin here sooner rather than later, but it's not because of anything against Flux. It's just because I was actually quite pleased with the changes that happened after my Ravencoin video. Somebody came into the comments section and just hooked me up with some settings for my 570s, and it was perfect. If you go check out that video, if you have some 570s and you've been struggling getting them to set up right on Ravencoin, go check out my video. If I remember, I will put a card up there in the corner that will go ahead and take you over there. Because the person who went ahead and commented, man, it's so amazing sometimes being a content creator. Because here this person just shows up and says, oh, here, try this, this, and this on this miner. And I was like, okay, I'll do that, whatever. Oftentimes these things can make you more yield with less power. These people who have a lot of experience with these kinds of things. And that's exactly what happened. I was making more Raven using less power. It was amazing. It got me my 2070 back out of that rig and into my main rig, which I much prefer using the 2070 Super for content creation. It's far superior. But back to Flux. Flux is a really interesting thing, and I'm going to be honest with you right out of the gates. If you want to find a website that you can go and you can learn about Flux, you can check out runonflux.io, where you're going to be able to find, like under the Discover pad, you're going to be able, or Discover tab, you're going to be able to find, read their white paper if that's what you want to do, those kind of things. But there's all sorts of cool stuff that's going on Flux. Cool stuff that really sets it apart from other cryptos, and I really like some of it. We'll go over to my miner pool. This is where I'm mining Flux, is on miner pool. And the first thing I want to talk about is, obviously, I don't have a lot of hash rate, but I made more Flux in the past couple of days than I thought I would, following this, this 24-hour period thing down here. I don't know how that works. I don't know why it happened, but I did, which was pretty cool. But the really cool stuff about Flux is like this. There's pending parallel assets right over here. I don't have any, but apparently I don't know everything. I should be perfectly clear with you. I don't know everything there is to know about Flux. It's just a interesting cryptocurrency that has some interesting things going on, and that's enough for me to go and check out, go and mine some and stick it in a wallet and wait and see if, it decides to moon later. That is all I'm saying. Okay, there's this really cool thing where you can go ahead and have, once you have like 1,000 Flux, you do something like stake it or something like that. I don't know what it is, but you get the right to be able to make a Flux node, which goes and does some black magic wizardry with the transactions and all this kind of stuff and makes you even more Flux, which is really cool. You could take some super old office PC that you got hanging around that has an okay processor, some okay RAM, just some okay stuff in it that's really super efficient, and set this thing up and it will make you even more Flux. That is really cool, having these kinds of options out there in a crypto, because, the more kinds of different things that we can integrate into the crypto space, the more likely, the less likely we are to, just totally mess up a specific market, like what happens a lot in video cards right now. So that's really cool. There's also this thing that I was talking about here called parallel assets. I don't know how this totally works, but apparently things happen on the blockchain. They earn other forms of cryptos, like Ethereum and, BSC, TRX, Sol, all this kind of stuff. They do something for them. And then they take those cryptos, but whatever your contribution to whatever that thing is that they're doing, I'm assuming some kind of transaction stuff, they go ahead and pay you in more Flux. after a specific amount of time, and that is really cool. And if you're going to at least miner pool, if you're mining on miner pool, you can just click this button and read through this whole entire thing and figure out what's going on with parallel assets. Really interesting little things that are different about this specific crypto, and I like it. I like this kind of stuff. I'm having a dip in my hash rate, so let's go take a look. Make sure nothing's gone wrong, and make sure it's just my my average is weird. Yeah, well, it's about one hash below what it's usually at, but that's not a big deal. So it is. It's just the average hash rate. Now I'm down here because I was up here. There's probably some latency on the network or whatever. So should you mine some Flux? Yeah, especially if you got a big ol' rig. Get your hands on some Flux. Get that stuff stuffed away. Obviously, nothing I tell you is financial advice, but that's what I'm doing. Once I get done getting myself a nice handful of Flux, maybe seeing what's going on with these pending parallel assets and stuff like that, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Ravencoin because I was making some decent profits. I made, I think, like $25. I might have said that already in this video. Really cool stuff. The Ravencoin was paying off because it went high just the other day, or just earlier yesterday. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so just yesterday. So what else did I want to take a look at? What's Flux worth right now? Let's go take a look at that. $1.33. It's not bad. If you had a big massive rig, I bet you could make a decent amount of money mining Flux. I guess we could look at what to mine as well. Um 64? No, what am I doing? I'm doing current hash rate 72, but my setup is 63.9. So let's say 64. Yeah, 64.2. That's fine. So we'll go like this. We'll bring that up and we'll go look at Flux. There we are. About $1.19 per day. Only 20 cents because of the power usage, obviously, but 0.67 to 0.89, that's not bad. That's not bad to be making that much per day, and I've made extra. I don't know why. Beats me. Don't know. But be that whatever it is. You could go ahead and easily be able to be mining like one a day on a much nicer card than mine. Like maybe a 3070 or something. You could be picking up 1 Flux a day. So yeah, the whole point of this video is go take a look at Flux. It's kind of cool. They got some interesting stuff going on. And like I said, if you want to find out all the different stuff about Flux, I will tell you one very useful point, okay? And I don't know if this was a situation with just me or if this is something with a lot of people, but the fact remains, I was not able to mine Flux when my stuff was set to send it to Binance. I had to start a Zelcore wallet. The whole thing would get up and running and no hash at all. Once I swapped everything over to be sent to a Zelcore wallet, I am now able to do that, to mine Flux. So make sure that you get yourself set up with a wallet that you can send your Flux to. Don't try to send it directly to an exchange. Why is that? I don't know. I don't know at all. It's me, man. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I got it working now. I don't care about putting it into a wallet or not. It's not a big deal. Some of my crypto goes into wallets. Some of my crypto goes into the exchange because I need money. Everybody needs money. I just need money a lot these days, so I got to sell some cryptos here and there. That's why I made some money on Raven. But like I said earlier in the video, don't sell all of your crypto. Just because you've seen a peak, don't sell it all. because you're going to kick yourself if it keeps climbing. Those of us who are regular residential sized miners, you know, it's not going to make a huge difference when we go and we sell a chunk of our cryptos. So it's very likely that maybe that crypto is starting to pump because of some other factor that's much larger than you. So it's a good thing to set yourself up. You know, if you have a decent amount of a crypto, like I did with Raven, you know, you sell a chunk of said Raven. Don't sell it all. Just sell a chunk of said Raven. Unless you're planning on getting out of the game. So, like I said, nothing I ever tell you is financial advice. Thank you for watching. I'm Azaralis. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. If you want to help out the channel, you can hit me up on my donation links in the description below. Peace out. Go check out Flux. I'll see you on the next one.